Yamaha's MGX series of digital mixing consoles are overflowing with features and oozing with the quality that makes them ideal for music production, recording, and live performance. If you have a range of electronic musical instruments and other sound sources and need to get them connected, mixed, routed, and recorded, keep watching as we look at some of the highlights. I'll also be giving you some operational tips along the way. MGX 16 has 8 combo inputs with premium quality mic preamps, as well as line-level compatibility with TRS connections. The smaller MGX 12 has 4 of the same. Plug in studio condensers, dynamic mics, or electronic instruments. Both sizes of MGX also have 4 stereo inputs at line level for additional electronic goodies. My setup includes an amazing Reface DX for retro chic sonic satisfaction and a SeekTrack portable music creation station for loop sequencing and super slick sound design. But there's certainly space for more. All the mono inputs can be stereo paired, meaning the MGX 16 can handle up to 8 stereo input sources. To make a pair, select one of the channels. Press Home to show the channel view on the screen. Touch the channel name and then touch the signal type to change from mono ×2 to stereo. Return home and see the channels are now linked with the heart icon. The left fader is used to set the signal level for both. While we're here, notice that every input channel, mono and stereo, has a 4-band parametric EQ, where any band can be at any frequency with a broad range of adjustment for width. The Q value, or quality, is shown as dB per octave, so the higher the number, the steeper the slope. If you're not sure how to use it, may I recommend one knob mode. Then choose either vocal or loudness mode. As you turn it up, vocal will start by cutting out low frequency noise, then increasing clarity and add some presence, while loudness mode will gradually increase lows and highs while making more space for solo instruments and vocals to give an accompaniment or backing track more punch and sizzle without crowding out the lead melody. The combo inputs all include noise gates and compressors, so it's worth using those on your most dynamic sources. Again, if you need assistance understanding all the parameters, use one knob comp to get you started. As you turn it up, you'll notice the ratio and gain rising while the threshold reduces. Gradually, the sound will increase its impact, but don't overdo it at the expense of musical expression. Keep it light for vocals and acoustic instruments. Go further for adding power to bass and drums. Do you want to record everything with multitrack? You can, and there are 2 ways. All inputs direct to micro SD card in the back of the mixer or through USB to a DAW. Cubase AI software is bundled for exactly that purpose, and the USB main connection will carry all the inputs to the computer for individual tracking, even at 96 kHz 32-bit. Back in the input channel settings, you can choose the recorder point to B pre-fader, so the EQ and compression are applied, or pre any of those other processes for capturing an uncolored sound. However, if you just want to simply make a quick stereo recording to a smart device, you can do that with the USB sub connection, in and out with a phone or tablet. You can link playback to one of the stereo input channels, so interfacing with practice tools like Yamaha's guitar tuner, metronome, and the amazing X-Track stem separator is really easy. Select the channel, press home to see the channel view, and then touch the input area and select the input source. Analog inputs, USB DAW or USB sub. In the toolbar, open the setup menu and select output patch. Then change which channel is going to be sent to USB sub. The main stereo mix, a mix bus, or an individual channel. It's so versatile. Talking of mix buses, if you have some musical collaborators, you can create up to 8 mono or 4 stereo mixes for them to monitor. User-defined keys can be used to select the mix and the channel encoders turned to vary the levels. See how the LED rings react. Use the 4 headphone outputs or the Omni outputs to feed monitors. This allows for high quality, real-time monitoring when recording and performing. You can also add 2 stereo effects to enhance both, with a selection of beautiful reverbs and ear-catching delays. User-defined keys can also set the tap tempo. Program the user-defined keys in the setup menu, where there are 4 banks for different assignments. I've got 1 bank for mix end select, 1 for the sound pads, 1 for scene memory recall, and 1 for effects ends and tap tempo. To use tap tempo, select an effect channel and open its effects settings. If a delay is chosen, look on the second parameter page, enable sync, and select either tempo 1 or 2. Change the note value if required, then tap away and watch the delay time change on the first parameter page. It will have a big impact when the repeats are in time with the beat. Before we finish, don't forget that back in the home screen, you can access the scene list where there are 64 memories to capture your different setups. Then the whole list can be backed up to micro SD card for reloading at a later date or transferring to another mixer in a new location. If versatility alongside premium sound quality is your key to success, Yamaha MGX series is your perfect music production partner. And its portability is an added bonus. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.